shall start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Your Next Level Mastermind. Our topic for today is share a dream you chased when everyone else said you were crazy, you were stupid. When there's a few of those I can think about very clearly, but I'm sure all of you can as well, right? Share a dream that you chased when everyone said, don't be stupid, don't be crazy, all right? This is episode 150, and for those who are watching on the replay, I'm asking you to do one thing, and that is to simply help yourself. These people give up their time, their expertise, their energy, and their knowledge to share with you, first of all, about what they do, because they may be just the person you need, or they may be able to open doors that you didn't even know existed, or they may have contacts with people that you need, but you don't know how to get to them. And all I'm saying to you is every single one who's watching this replay, we're now up to about 3,000, I think, on YouTube, not millions yet, but we're getting there step by step, right? What I'm saying to you people who are watching, okay, whether you're in the Your Next Level group or on the YouTube thing, make sure you don't just say, yeah, he's a good guy. George, nice to talk to you. George, yeah, Brian, how are you? Don't do that. Don't do that. This is stupid. Reach out and make a connection with them. It's old-fashioned, I know, but it's called talking, all right? So why don't we get in the opportunity to get in to talk to these people to find out what is it that they know that you don't know. If you don't reach out to them, you are really saying to yourself, I don't need any help. If that's the case, well then, God bless you. I've never met anyone in my entire life who doesn't need any help at all. So please, these people underneath this video on the YouTube, they will have, and please make sure you do this, everybody, put your best contact details. Don't worry too much about your websites and all this sort of play. You can have that if you want. But the key issue is how do they book a time to talk to you? That is the number one issue. The number one issue, all right? Okay, so before we start on the topic themselves, we're going to start by getting each of them to introduce themselves so you get a bit of a feel for who they are. But again, I want to caution you. They are coming from completely different fields. But that doesn't mean they're not the person you need to speak to. In fact, they could be the ideal person you need to speak to because you don't know who they know. That is critical. And this is free. I mean, we should be charging for this, for goodness sake. I don't know why we're not doing it when you think about it. We should be charging for it, okay? So let's start with you, George. Give me a minute or two of your time to share with people what in the heck you're all about, and we'll follow you up with Joy Healy. Over to you, George.
Thanks for the honor, Peter. Appreciate you. The first thing is I want to give a shout out to Glenda Kroll. What an amazing woman. We had such a great conversation. For me, it was in the morning. I guess it was her last night. Wow. If you haven't connected with her, you have to. Wow. She's done so much work on herself. It's just so inspiring. It was such a fantastic conversation. And I know we'll be having another one. Thank you, Glenda. My name is George Noggle, and I'm the Sales Whisperer, and I help business professionals who hate and or are uncomfortable with sales and marketing learn to love and enjoy it. And the easiest way to do that is just to be your authentic self.
Now, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? And why do so many people have so much trouble being authentic? Wow. That's a topic for another day. Okay. Joy Healy, followed by, you got beaten off the mark today, John, but you're next. Joy Healy, followed by John Allen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Joy Healy, an affiliate marketer from Norwich in the United Kingdom. I tell affiliates who are not yet earning commissions about the outright lies that newcomers face when they first come online. Particularly, I warn them against falling for the myth of making money effortlessly. It just doesn't happen. But I have a new program that shows affiliates just what they need to learn to actually have multiple streams of income. My link is in the chat, and look forward to talking to you. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Joy. Very much indeed. John Allen, followed by Brian McNeil.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, from whichever part of this beautiful world you're in. I'm John D. Allen of Allen Small Business Coaching. I specialize in helping coaches and, learn how to sell without selling anything at all. You do this through strategic marketing, which will help you change your mindset, know how to develop to reach out to your prospects, to get the people that you want to talk to. Not just anybody and everybody. My contact information is in the chat. Please give me a call. Thank you.
Sorry.
You're muted, Peter. Okay.
Yeah, I got that right. When they give you a call, what's the best format, John?
They can book a link. Obviously, I use Zoom because I talk to people all over the English-speaking world. Or if you're in North America, my phone number's in there. Leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Okay. And if they're part of the alignable group, they can do it that way as well. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Brian McNeil, followed by Yvonne Jones.
I cannot even contain my excitement about being here. First off, I want to thank John Allen for introducing me to Mr. Peter Beckenham. And Peter, I want to thank you for your loving persistence in reminding me to get into this meeting. So thank you, sir. The way you do it was phenomenal. Your follow-up was incredible. I am Brian K. McNeil, the sales confidence coach. And I say this because there are so many amazing entrepreneurs and businesses that offer services that genuinely do help others. But a lot of them do not earn the money that they could or that they should, very often simply because they don't know how to sell it well, or they're using antiquated methods of selling that no longer work. And what I do is teach them what to say and do so they can sell themselves and their services the way people can buy from them today. And I do it through my coaching, my workshops, my Talk Smart platform, or my books. I've actually written 6 books on the topic. I look forward to connecting with each one of you guys. And again, I am excited to be in this circle of amazing people. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Are you from Mississippi?
No, sir. I'm actually from Brooklyn, New York, but I live in Charlotte, North Carolina now.
Okay, because I love the way you said, I want you to tell me again. Do not earn the money. Gabe, say that again to me.
I know what you're highlighting. Some
know.
people do not earn the money that they could or that they should. I get picked on about that all the time, but I love it too. I learned to stress the word money.
That was the bit I was waiting for. Thank you, Brian. I wasn't trying to take the mickey out of you. I just love
It's okay, brother. It's okay.
Okay. Where am I down to? Yvonne Jones. My goodness, now you got the right name. Yvonne, followed by Alpha.
Thank you, Peter. Hello, everyone. I am Yvonne A. Jones, your trusted relationship building strategist and personal business coach. I'm also an international speaker. I specialize in helping mature online service providers increase their income and impact through online marketing strategies, relationship building, and I do all of this through my profitable relationship building framework. The goal is to help them increase their income and impact because we need both today. I also offer social posting as a service. Now, I share my time between the United States and Jamaica, and right now I'm in South Florida. My mantra is, and I'm going to do this in the style of, you'll hear it, Focus on relationships, the money will follow.
One more time. One more time. Come on.
I don't know if I can do it again.
Come on. You can do it one more time.
Okay. Focus on relationships, the money will follow.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. And we all
Thank
need
you, Yvonne, for doing it twice.
but also there's an undercurrent of what I'm trying to get here. We need a bit of fun too. Business sometimes is too damn serious, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're all under stress, we're all under pressure. And by the way, on that particular point, I want to follow George Nagel's lead here. And I want to reach out and give you a shout out, Glenda, because what you shared with me was incredible. Truly incredible. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I won't go into details right now, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that was an incredible opportunity that we were going to follow up. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Alpha. Now, I'm a bit confused here, Alpha. Are you still in Germany or have they kicked you out yet?
No, I'm in Germany. It's just a big complications going on with the immigration office, with their paperwork. It just happened to be like, when someone doesn't do their job in immigration office and they put my file to something else. So right now they're taking a look at that and they say everything is okay, but it's just they have to go through a whole rundown process to make sure everything works perfectly fine. But it's nothing too serious for that matter. It's just a matter of just basically someone not doing their job right in the office and just relying on something else to do it for them. That's the case of the matter.
Well, I don't want to get too personal here, but do you want to leave Germany or not?
No, I'm here right now. I don't want to leave it for the time being. It's just I've established so much being here the past 3 years. It's too unfortunate if I leave anytime soon right now, honestly.
Okay. Okay. Back to you.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks,
Alpha.
Peter. Hi, everyone. My name is Alpha Freeman, and I'm the host of the Next Generation Business Talk. I'm currently based here in Frankfurt, Germany, but I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. I basically just interview business entrepreneurs, leaders from all around the world, and connecting both the new and the old generation. And I have a podcast called Next Gen Talk. Ideally, I specialize in just learning the knowledge and the wisdom that people have to offer within their business platform, and I share the following. And again, my name is Alpha Freeman. I'm currently looking for new people to interview and speak to and talk to and also grow and build my network. With that being stated, thanks, guys.
And you forgot the most important thing of all.
What?
And you and I are doing a podcast when?
Oh, yeah. Me and Peter Beckenham will be doing a podcast in April 22nd of next year. So looking forward to that. This is actually going to be our second episode coming in here, and I think it's going to be quite well. The first one we did was amazing with a lot of comments, a lot of follow-ups. But then again, and looking forward to building and growing a lot of relationship with people on here, and also anyone who's listening who's willing to be on there. I would love the opportunity to be a part of it.
Thanks very much. Right? Alpha.
You're welcome.
He's really saying in a polite way, he could have shut me up. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Adele. I'm looking forward to that very much.
Thank
All
you,
righty.
Peter.
All right. Where are we down to? Mark Inkster.
Yeah, hi all. I'm the founder of the Strangers Community, and we're a not-for-profit based here in New Zealand. And we help entrepreneurs. We're your new generational admin team, and we have educational academies where we have sales coaching courses, we have Be Your Own Boss courses, and we have business franchises for you. We help you to sell your products and services for you at no cost to advertise with our sponsor companies that we work with. So reach out. I'm sure there's many ways that we can work together. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark. Glenda Kroll. God bless your heart and soul, and thank you for coming. Glenda Kroll, followed by someone we've never seen before, but my goodness, George, it's good to see you on board. George is from So we'll get back to you in a minute. First of all, Glenda, over to you.
Thank you, and good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever we're getting you from today. My name is Glenda Kroll, and I am a life empowerment mentor and reinvention specialist. I help women 40 plus, guiding you and transforming you into a stronger, more self-assured version of yourself, transforming your challenges into assets while conquering your hurdles. Shift from anxiety to empowerment and cultivate innovative thinking. Reshape and resilience and empowered the woman that you are. With my 3-step program, Recognize, Reinvent, and Rise. I look forward to speaking with you. Please book a call with me. And for 45 minutes, let's start making your roadmap to changing your life forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenda. And that'll also enable you to make more money, right? Yes. Well done. George, nice to see you. Most people here won't know who you are. George and I go back a long way. He's from Australia. I mean, we're not going to go into a whole lot of historical things here, but it's nice to have you on board, George. I want you to spend just 1 minute now talking about what you do, and then we'll come back and discuss the topic. And the topic of the day is share a dream that you chased when everyone else said you were crazy. So, George, over to you.
Well, thanks, Peter. I actually ended up working at the ABC, and I'll tell you a very funny story about that. My father was against me all the way when it came to following my dreams of being a sound person. And one night when I was coming home from work, my car broke down outside the ABC depot. And 1 month later, I get a telegram to come in and start working as a temporary worker at the ABC, and I worked there for 20 years. So there's a funny story for us all, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now I'm a video producer, and I produce my own video clips and things, and I've actually won a national award for my work as well on the camera side. And I hated cameras when I started at the ABC, so how's that? Very good at lighting, believe it or not.
Good. George, do me a favor. In the chat,
Yeah.
could you put down the best contact details for you,
Oh, sure. Okay.
where people can actually book a time to talk with you, because you've got a lot of expertise that many people here on this call could do with.
Okay, I've got 40 years experience in broadcast and commercial production. So where do I do that exactly? Oh, here we are.
See the chat? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want you to tell me about 40 years of experience. I just want you to give me the contact details. That's all.
Okay. All right. So it's
All righty. Thanks very much, mate. Good to see you.
thank you.
Jeff.
I'll mute myself.
Fine. Yes, mute yourself. Yes. Jeff Beale, followed by Anthony.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeff Beale, the business guru from downtown Manila in the Philippines. And my claim to fame, guys, I can double your business in 3 months or less if you do the work. So let's hop on a call and let me show you how. Imagine I only got you 1 client a month extra. What would that be worth to you? If your turnover is 300,000 and I improved you by 10%, that's an extra 30,000. And I'm very, very inexpensive. So reach out, guys. Let's have a chat. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Jeff. And could you make sure you got a direct contact detail for you in there?
I will shortly.
Okay, thank you. All right. Santa Claus, we've left you to last because you're too damn hard to follow.
Well, I tell you, it's good to be back. I've been missing you folks. I'm back in the land of the living. So here I am, and boy, it's so good to see this family and how it's grown. Wow, it's amazing. So who do you know that would love a visit from Santa? So what I'm trying to do is I'm coordinating visits from Santa all year round via Zoom. 15, 30-minute Zoom sessions with Santa in the privacy and the comfort of your own home. So who do you know that has a youngster, a niece, a nephew, a grandchild that could use a mid-year check-in? Hey, how about a birthday greeting or a special message from Santa? You know, I work with kids from 1 to 92 and older if they're there. they're all kids to me. So And another thing that I like to do is I love to help people get together. Do you know do you have that someone special that you want to spend the rest of your life with? Well, let me help you make that special moment even more special. Hey, to find out more information about how we do that and everything else, I put all my contact information in the chat room. And so please reach out to me. I would love to chat.
Thank you very much indeed, Anthony, or should I say Santa Claus? I appreciate you. By the way, I've just seen in the chat from Jeff Veal. Do you mind if I quote this, Jeffrey?
No problem.
I said I would have $1 million a month when wages were $30,000 a year. I failed and only got 890,000, but made 380,000 net. 12 something of their wages. I can't see what it is.
12 years. The average wage back in that day was 30,000. I made all my friends who doubted me, I made 12 years worth of their wages in 1 month.
In 1 month. That's what I was trying to
and I'm about to show you guys, I'm looking for it now. I'm about to show you social proof as well. I'm looking for the file.
We're talking about big numbers there. My goodness me. That's really good. All righty. Thank you, Jeffrey. Get back to you. Now, I've got apologies. One is from Adil Alam, who really wanted to be here, but when we shifted the time zones back, you people in North America changed all the time zones around, right? When you shifted the time zones back, that put him in the middle of a board meeting every day on Wednesday, so he can't be here for another 3 weeks. Penny Kennedy would love to be here, but she's going to try and be here next week. Jenna Pacelli, well, Anthony could tell us more about that. She's going to try and drop in if she possibly can, but see how she goes. And finally,
she has availability, yeah.
And finally, from another person that George and I would probably both give a shout out to, and she's not here, but I'm doing it because she's going to be watching the replay. And that is to Olga Giardine, okay? Olga Giardine picked me up, shook me out, threw me around, and then said, do this and stop talking, okay? She really gave me a hell of a good workover. So for you, Olga, who are watching this replay, yes, I'm doing the homework you've given me, and my goodness me, it is not the easiest homework I've ever done in my life. And all I want to say is thank you, Olga, and thank you to people like Glenda for reaching out from the bottom of their heart. So that is something I never take for granted. And in fact, I'll take it with me for the rest of my life. Okay, now we're on to the topic, everybody, okay? And I'm very aware of the time. We're halfway through the time slot, and I want to finish within the hour. Share a dream you chased when everyone else said you were crazy. Now, for those who are not familiar with Zoom, if you just go down the bottom, you'll see a thing called reactions. Just move your cursor down to the reactions. And if you click on reactions, you can raise your hand. And I will take you in the order that you've raised your hand. So, George, I'm actually talking to you because I'm not sure how familiar you are with Zoom. Can you see reactions at the bottom?
Reactions, hang on. Oh, yeah, there.
Yeah, then it says raise your hand.
I'll raise your hand like that.
That's it. No, you raised. That's good. John, what about you done? Okay, here we go. Wow. Look at this, 1, 2, 3. John, you came fifth today. Woo. Joy Healy, share a dream that you chased when everybody else said you are crazy. Over to you, Joy.
Thank you, Peter. Well, it has to be this whole online business thing. Everybody thinks I should be just sitting happily with my feet up, enjoying retirement. But it's just not me. I'd be completely bored out of my brain. And it's been a bit of a long haul, but partly because I was working a lot still on my offline business, and I still am. But in the last year, I'm starting to see results coming in steadily. And now I'm starting to tell them that I haven't been as crazy as they all thought I was. So that's me. Thanks, Peter.
And I just love the way you express it, Joy. Down to earth as it is. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And of course, the important thing is multiple streams of income, right?
Yes.
I thought I'd add that in there for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yvonne Jones, share a dream that you really chased, even though people said you're crazy.
Well, it's similar to Joy. It was a dream to become my own boss. Ever since I was about 21 years old, working corporate Jamaica, started out in banking, then went to work with Nestle, had a pretty secure job. There was always that desire to be my own boss. And even while I had this secure job, and it was, I would explore options. Things like at 21, taking time off from work, my time, going off to hotels in the north coast of Jamaica, and seeking to become a supplier, which on my first trip out, I was accepted. I got a couple of contracts and so on and so forth. I continued working in corporate Jamaica to moving to the United States, but that dream of being my own boss never died. So at the age of 52, when I announced to my family I was quitting my job, they kept asking me, "Are you sure? Remember pension, remember this, remember that." And I'm like, I can't keep working for these people. They're driving me crazy. I was fed up with, they weren't showing it to me yet, but I was seeing ageism. I was seeing racial prejudice. I was seeing all these things. Funny enough, they, like I said, they hadn't come to me yet. Maybe somebody said, "Were you afraid they would come to you while you took the leap?" I don't know, but I know it was the time when I was ready. And I was cautioned by different people, including my family, but I'm glad I didn't give in, because it has not been an easy road. There have been ups and downs, but I love being my own boss and love having the opportunity over the years to empower a lot of people doing this.
And the only person you can blame for being a bad boss is yourself.
That's right. And I'm my toughest boss too.
Thank you, Yvonne. Well done. Glenda.
Well, it was a time in my life when I was reinventing, I was reinventing myself. And I had this dream that I should be involved in some forms of real estate. And it wasn't to become a realtor, it was become an investor. So I set up to learn a bit about investing in properties. And my first property I bought was a house that I converted from a single family dwelling. I converted it into a duplex. And then what I just from converting it into a duplex, meaning to split a house apart into two sections, and I rented it out from the up to the down. And yes, of course, I had some major stumbles, and there were times where I pulled my hair out, but at the end of it, I ended up with a phenomenal property with a legal duplex, and ended up with the top part of my house paying my mortgage and the bottom part of my house cash flowing. And I've done this many times after. And people kept on telling me during the time when I was struggling that, "See, you shouldn't be doing this on your own, Glenda." And it was like, no, I'm going through with it and I'm going to make it through. And I have. So that's what I love. And that's what I also teach. So thank you.
Well done, Glenda. Well done indeed. George Nagel.
Thank you very much. Actually, I'm living the craziest thing right now. In 2015, I wrote a dream that I'd be living in a warm country, talking to people all over the world. Partners, clients, associates. And back in 2015, Zoom wasn't a big thing. And everybody thought I was nuts. And here I am today, and I'm doing exactly that. Has it been an easy road? Hell no. It has been the hardest goddamn thing I've ever done in my life. But 9 years later, still here, and I'm going to nail this son of a gun.
Spoken like the man I hope you're going to be, my man, because if it was easy, okay, you couldn't make any money. If it was hard, then those who can stick with it will make the money. Well done. John Allen, what is the dream that you chased when everyone said you are stupid, you are crazy for doing this?
I had a couple of them. When I was growing up, I always wanted to be a cop. Now, I was skinnier than a beanpole. I was 132 pounds soaking wet with rocks in my pocket. I wore glasses, which were two things against me. So the only place I could be a cop was I decided to join the Army. And they gave me the opportunity to be a military cop. That was an interesting job, to say the least, where a lot of great things were seen and a lot of things you wish you'd never seen. But then after that, my wandering feet said, screw this for a game of cowboys. I left the military and have had a wide and varied career. For those that don't know what this means, lots of different jobs. I spent 35 years in corporate. When I retired at 59, I said, what am I going to do? Coaching sounds like a good deal. Did I know I'd had a lot of experience through corporate, never on my own. So I said, okay, I can do this. And it's had many ups and downs, but it's been a great ride and I wouldn't do anything different. So, it's been a hell of a great life. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, John. Love your attitude. Really love your attitude. Like a brother. Jeffreyville. You're on mute.
Guys, I've had lots of dreams. Some of them turned into nightmares, but that's another story. The dream I put in the chat for you guys was I was about to leave Australia, and I knew that. So it came December, and I heard all these people talking about their $10,000 months. All my friends and mates were all talking about how they can try and make $10,000 months. So I told them all while we were having dinner one night, which I was paying for, as usual, I was going to have $1 million month. And of course, they all laughed and laughed and laughed. And yes, I failed, guys. You'll see in the chat, I think I only got something like 889,000 that month. But I went to the bank with 380,000 cash. And back in that time, wages in Australia were about approximately 30,000 a year. So basically, I made 12 years of their salary in 1 month. Then I left Australia, never to return, never. And they all said, oh, you'll be back. And 12 years later, they're wrong. I will never be back. Even my ashes won't be going back. So that's the end of my story, guys. And your dreams can come true. Dream big. Aim for the moon, and you might hit a few stars. Even if you hit the clouds, it's better than where you are now. So aim big. Thanks, guys.
Jeffrey, can I ask you something?
Sure.
When you're at the table having dinner, that you said you were paying for the dinner, correct?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time, okay?
Fair weather friends.
Yeah. And you said to them that about the $1 million month, right?
Yeah.
What was their reaction when you said to them?
Hear the laughter all over the room.
Wait. But when you said to them, I'm going to the bank with not $1 million, but I'm getting pretty close to it. Did you tell them that bit?
Oh, I didn't bother. I didn't have to, but it's like when I have $100,000 football bets. I'm sick of proving it to people. They go, that's impossible. And I've come to the conclusion you don't need to prove anything to anyone except yourself.
Good point. Good point. You've answered my question. And they're not worth telling anyway. That's the whole point. Fair weather friends. Well done. Well done. Okay, thanks, Marty. Brian McNeil. Share a dream that you chased when everyone said you were crazy.
Wow. First off, I'm even more impressed that I needed this circle the longer every minute I sit in here. I'm going to confess up front that this dream I'm going to tell you about has dimmed a little bit, but I needed you guys to breathe life into it. I've been a sales coach and a sales speaker for a long time, and I've got lots of laudatories about how awesome my talks are. And I got this dream maybe 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, that I wanted to be the world's recognized authority on selling services. I wanted to be like, when you think of leadership training, you think of John Maxwell. I wanted to be, when you think of sales training, you think of Brian K. McNeil. I wanted to share platforms with the greatest trainers and speakers of the world. And I wanted to be recognized as the world's recognized authority on selling services. Now, the reason why I said I needed your help, and that dimmed a little bit, is because I used to say it all the time to everyone in all the arenas. I'm going for this. I'm going to do this. And I've said it a lot less in the past year or two. So that's my big thing, my dream, that no one has really said, you're gonna do that, Brian, or that would be amazing, but it's still in my head. It has not died. I do want to be the world's recognized authority on selling services. I don't think anyone ever could have studied this craft as long as me, or as much as me, or as in depth as me, or anyone pours as much into it as I do. And I think I'm going for that. Thank you.
Brian,
So
can I give you a piece of advice?
Yes, please.
As someone who's old enough to be your dad, okay? You are the world's #1 authority in terms of selling services. No one else is going to give you the title. You got to grab it. Don't wait for someone to give it to you, because it never happened.
Make your own
Just
trophy.
grab the title. Just start claiming that title, huh?
Claim the title and live the title. Don't think about it. That's a whole lot of crap. Claim the title and live the title.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, I say exactly. That's why I became the sales whisperer, because there isn't one. So here I am.
Starts here, ends here, becomes reality.
Yep.
Correct. And if you don't give yourself the title, expect someone else to give it to you. Never going to happen. Never.
I call myself the sales confidence coach, but the 3 nuggets that Santa and George and you given me, I captured them all on paper. I have to start my podcast in about 15, 16 minutes myself with my wife, but thank you.
Ryan,
I mean,
we just made you the world's greatest sales trainer.
Correct.
Yes.
So run with the darn thing and stop playing the game with it, all right?
Yep.
I mean, you and I are in the same field. I don't regard you as competition. None at all. I mean, we're going to get on a call together soon, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And all I'm saying to you is, if you want to be the world's #1 person in terms of selling services, my only advice to you would be to make sure you know exactly what that means. Get some clarity around what selling services means. Okay? And then give it to yourself, because no one else will. Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay.
Over to you.
Oh, well, you bringing my services all year round. Everyone looks at me like I have 2 heads, but Christmas is only in December. But Christmas is every day. And the more people that I talk to, and the more people that I share that Christmas should be every day, they agree. But they still look at me like I have 2 heads, So I'm just pushing forward and just moving forward with that idea of creating Christmas every day. And whether it's, and I bring that to everyone that I speak to, and that's how I'm bringing it. I'm going to make it a reality, to be able to celebrate and share the Christmas spirit, and hopefully get paid for it every single day. I start locally, then regionally, then nationally, and hopefully my dream, America's Santa. So that's where that's exactly what I'm just doing, and that's where I am. That's my dream. And people look at me like I have 2 heads, because Christmas is only once a year, but it's not.
You're right, Anthony. Sorry, Santa Claus. You're right.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll keep it a secret. Yeah.
But really, the bottom line is this. What is Christmas known for? It's known for recognition and giving, right?
Right. It's the cheer, it's the spirit of giving, that's the spirit of joy, the
And
joy of life, the joy of this, yes, and the joy of sharing with one another
joy
and being there with one another, for one another.
Why should we just have it for one day a year? What a lot of crap.
Right. That is, it's a load of crap. I mean, and that's where we see a lot of failures going on around us, because we don't share that joy every single day. Imagine what the world would be like if everybody shared Christmas joy every single day.
Sometimes I'm speaking well out of order here. I'm sorry, Ken.
Yeah, it's all right.
But sometimes you could be your own worst enemy, because people associated Santa Claus with December the 25th. That's the normal thing,
right.
But what you're
That's correct. And gift giving.
At the spirit 365 days a year. So maybe you should dress up something else. I don't know.
Well, I try not to dress up as Santa ever, but I'll be walking. I was walking out of church, and I hear a little voice. There's Santa. There's Santa. So I'm like, okay. And I have a part-time job where, I work in a liquor store. So now people are starting to bring their kids because Santa is working at the liquor store. It's like, and why is Santa here? Well, the cost of reindeer feed and everything else. So
you gotta feed those reindeers.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I tell you. And then I need to get away from it. And I also tell them I need to get away from those little people. They just give me headaches sometimes. But it's just and it's just a matter of having fun with it. And that's the key to success, is enjoying it, having fun, and loving and living everything you do with joy, happiness, fun.
Well done.
Make it fun.
Well done. Thank you very much. Alpha.
Oh.
Alpha Freeman.
Yes. In the process of chasing the dream, I'm currently in that process right now as we speak. I'm 27 years old. So when I graduated back in 2019, my undergrad, I always wanted to, pursue international business outside of the United States and step outside of my comfort zone. So I came out here to Germany back in 2020 in the midst of COVID-19, the craziness that happened. Now realizing that, when you're chasing your dreams, there's going to be a lot of hoops and hurdles that's going to happen throughout the process, and things are going to happen to you. But I also happened to stumble across some dreams and some visions and some people along the way that helped me to become the entrepreneur, the businessman that I am today. And that's in the process of being a skincare guy, and also in the process of learning so much about agriculture and growth. My ideal dream, I'm currently living that dream right now, employing a professional athlete. But the idea behind the following, it brought a whole different perspective, things that I did not never thought about. It's like when you're chasing your dream, you're chasing that dream, but yet other thing comes along and just open up a new horizon, new perspective for you. You basically just run with it without even thinking about it whatsoever. And that idea itself has shaped me, have morphed me into being the man that I am today, being able to speak to fine, beautiful people, being able to see the world from a different point of view, living outside of my country and seeing how the United States is from a different angle. But most importantly, it just gave me the wisdom and the knowledge to actually be humble with what I do, but also keep going and moving forward. I'm still chasing that dream. I'm still living that dream. And I'm just grateful for it because, life's too short. But in the meantime, I'm just learning each and every day and going along with the flow. So thank you, Peter.
And you will get the dream, Alpha.
Thank you.
This is deep inside here, right? It's deep in here.
Yes, sir.
Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing. George. Take yourself off mute. Share a dream that you chased when everyone said you were absolutely crazy.
Okay. Well, I actually did it. So I was telling you before how I had everything against me, and I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And as I said, when my car broke down outside the ABC depot, because I'd done so much research and reading, I actually got to meet the head of the sound department at the ABC in Melbourne, which is for the international people like your CNN, but it's Australia. And 1 month later, I ended up landing the job. Had no interest in camera or lighting at all. And then I just loved the job. Imagine going to work and every day, most people look forward to their weekends, and I didn't, because I was wanting to keep working 7 days a week. That's how much I loved the job. So I actually even went on to design a audio cabling system that went around the world. It was used by all the major networks in Australia. It was a cable that connected in the back of a video camera, and it connected the sound man's audio mixer so that he could actually control all the sound going into the camera. You're probably wondering, well, why do you need one cable? But what was happening is the sound people were actually taking two cables, one left channel, one right channel. They never knew which ones they were plugging in, so they were always swapping them, and poor editor set all the EQ for each channel, and then suddenly they'd say, hang on, you've swapped the channels, because the cameraman would disconnect and reconnect as they went off to get their wide shots, etc., because it's ENG, EFP work, which is your current affairs and your news. And so I said, I've had enough of this, I'll design a new cabling system, and I did. And that went through Australia and ended up in America and all over the world. And I even saw it being used in Japan when I went over there for a holiday. So sad part is I didn't patent it. What a shame.
Good stuff.
So, the other thing was I hated cameras. And you're probably wondering, hang on, how come you've gone on to do camera and lighting, etc. The cameraman I worked with, he offered me to do a news story one day, and I shot this whole thing thinking this will be easy. Of course, that was just the beginning. And I said, geez, you guys really do have fun. So from sound, I went over to camera. And just so you know, the lead up to all this, when I was at school, I used to set up all the lighting and sound on the stage for all our shows. And they used to look at me and say, how do you know all this stuff? You seem to know where to put your lights and where to put the microphones. That was early days. But now you can go and see things like Wicked, and you'll see how these shows are huge. They're massive commercial productions. And I just look at them in awe because of the amount of people that are experts that come together to put them together. So very good at actually, I think what we aim to do with all of this technology is create messages. Kind of blends into marketing, doesn't it, Peter?
It does.
You know what I mean? Anyhow, that's it. So
thank you, George. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
And more important, thanks for making the effort, because I know it's not early in the evening for you, it's late in the evening. Anyone else got any last thoughts before we close it up? Anything else about sharing a dream that you chased that everyone said you were crazy?
What was
I would
it?
like,
Never give up.
That was
Once you get that dream,
that was Churchill.
yes, never give up. Never. Once you latch onto it and hold on to it, and persistence pays.
Let me finish
True.
by giving you the dream that I chased, and people told me I wasn't just crazy, I was stupid, and to stop immediately. Right? The two of them. First of all I ever wanted to do is become a professional footballer. That's all I ever wanted to do. I didn't want to go to university and all that sort of rubbish, right? I just wanted to play footy. I mean, and I'm talking about 16 and 17 years of age. And I was pretty talented, and I did pretty well for myself. But this was in an era before the full professionalism of football was available like it is today. And my father said to me, you can make the grade, but you're still going to be semi-professional, because that's what it was in those days. Most people were getting paid to play footy, but they had a full-time job at the same time. And he said, you got to make up your mind which way you want to go. So that I thought, okay, well, I'll let that roll, even though I didn't want to do it. And then I decided, okay, I'll become a teacher. I wasn't trained to become a teacher. I never thought about becoming a teacher. I mean, I was working with Qantas, and to me, I'm important because I'm in the marketing department and I had a suit to wear to work with a brand spanking new tie and a new briefcase. And I thought, this is pretty good, and I'm going to show my family I can make a huge, big difference here and make a lot of money. Well, put it this way, at the end of the 12 months, I got a return trip to Brisbane. This is basically what I got as a bonus. Whereas the boss of the department got a trip around the world. I thought there's something wrong here somewhere. I'm missing out on this. So then I decided to blow this for a joke. I called up the education department. I said to them, and I knew they were short of teachers. I said, I've got an economics graduate degree. Are you interested in taking people who have never been trained to be a teacher? They said, yes. Come and talk to us. Bring your certifications. I took the damn thing in. Actually, took me a week to try and find it, to be quite frank. I finally found the darn certificate. Went in there. Within 15 minutes, I had a job. Within 15 minutes, I had a job, right? And I loved that job. I did it for 16 years. To me, teaching kids was the epitome of everything I ever dreamed about. I wasn't qualified to be a teacher. I did that while I was teaching anyway, right? But then gradually started to get promoted, and my family were proud of me because I was becoming a subject faculty head and this and that. But you know what? I was getting less and less contact with the kids. And that means I was getting less and less fulfillment and satisfaction and enjoyment from the job. Until finally, when they said, you're now a deputy principal heading for the principal, you're not teaching anymore. I said, you've got to be kidding. I didn't come here to become an administrator. I'm an administration nightmare. So I left. And that's when people said, you are crazy. I left the education department at the top of the game to become a life insurance agent. Okay. And my family said, you have lost it. You truly have completely lost it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 36 years later, I'm still in sales and marketing, and to be quite frank with you, I'm still in teaching because I'm teaching people how to sell.
And you're a great teacher, Pete. You're a great teacher.
And that's basically what it is. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that to finish with. Thank you, everybody, for your questions as always. And I hope you can join us next week. Welcome aboard, George. I hope you can join us as often as you can. I know you're a busy man. But I want to say thank you. Thank you for your sharing. Thank you for your caring. Thank you for your expertise. And more important than anything else, thank you for being there for me and also for the other people who are watching this recording. Reach out to these people. Reach out to them now and don't miss the opportunity of a door that they could open for you that you don't even know exists. George, you've got your hand up. You want to say something?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Peter. And I actually came from a filming job that I just did and walked straight in. I saw your message on Messenger and I just clicked on it as soon as I saw it.
There you go.
Fabulous.
All right. Thanks, George.
Marvelous.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you all. And
thank you, Peter. Thank you, everyone. Hope you all have a great day. And keep shining, everyone. Keep shining.
Take care.